My name is James Williams Jr., and this is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I'm coming to you in a hologram shaped form because I've had nothing better to do, and apparently it only holograms certain things. Alright, so also today, this is another random by the way, I have been watching all these trailers for all of these movies from Marvel and DC, and I will only tell you this: they totally rock. I've also watched trailers from all the CW shows with the exception of Supergirl, because I couldn't find her. And I found like mad Easter eggs on that, like with Wally and this new season, they're doing Flashpoint and whatever and whatnot. Now, as I've said before, if you've been paying attention, and I know that the 12 of you who are watching me constantly, thank you very much for that and your support. Um, I'm more of a Marvel fan than a DC. So I have good news on the Marvel front as well as the DC front for this video, for this random video. So let's start with the DC front first because I've seen the preview to the new team up that's happening on Arrow, which is a hell of an Easter egg. So if you guys get on YouTube and you find this Arrow Season 5, check it out because it's fucking awesome. And also, if you see the preview for Season 3 of The Flash, check it out. And before you do that, I found a sixth person who, just like me, actually liked Batman vs. Superman. So I know 5 other people besides myself that actually like that movie, while everyone else has been flipping out and bitching and cussing and don't think that Ben Affleck redeemed himself. Well, I completely think that Ben Affleck redeemed himself, and proof of purchase is simply this. There are 3 videos out on YouTube that have to do with the Justice League, and those trailers kick ass. I can't find the third one. I'm still looking for him in Wonder Woman, but I found the one with him in the Flash, and I found the one with him in Aquaman. And I may have got a glimpse at Cyborg, so there might be 4, but I couldn't find it because when I tried to go back, my thing completely went all the way back. So when you're watching things on PlayStation, it's not like the same thing as watching it on a computer because sometimes this shit skips way the fuck back. Well, anyway, check those out. Let me know what you think about those before you think about what I'm saying. Now, let's go to the Marvel front so I can get off this thing for tonight. Netflix is fucking awesome. Alright? And if Netflix, if you're out there and you need another Marvel superhero to fill in the bill, I'm James Williams Jr. I'm right here and I'm ready to go. Alright? So, moving on to what I need to say. Hell yeah, Danny Rand is coming. Iron Fist has a show on Netflix. Can you believe it? Awesome. I've seen the preview today. It blew my mind. But I'm also a big Power Man Iron Fist fan. There's not too many Marvel books that I am not happy to say that I am a fan of. Alright? So, Danny Rand is coming under the name of Iron Fist. It was a badass commercial for Netflix, and I am really considering getting membership with Netflix. But more importantly, Cha-Ching, his black partner, his brother in crime and other things, and the Luke Cage Detective Agency. In case you guys can remember the Luke Cage miniseries where he became a detective by himself and had to fight Silver Sable at least once. That's a pun for you guys to, at Netflix, give me a job and make me part of Silver Sable's team. Anyway, Luke Cage has also got a series. Oh, wait, there's more. Daredevil's getting a 3rd season. Fuck yeah. Maybe they may even give Frank Castle a season because I didn't get to see the end of the 2nd season of Daredevil, so don't nobody tell me because as soon as I can find it, I'm going to do that. And then The Defenders, which I think they're combining all 4 shows because that's what the commercial leads to. You believing that all 4 shows are going to have a show amongst them known as The Defenders. And there's more. Jessica Jones is getting another season. Cha-ching! Hell yeah! So, I still have to go through my comic book cards to find out where Jessica Jones originally came from, because I do have her in a Defenders thing. But see, there's at least 3 teams that have bore the name of the Defenders, not counting the Defenders of the Earth, which was the Phantom, Flash Gordon, Lothar, and Mandrake. Not those Defenders. This is a whole different team of Defenders, which is basically just like the X-Men, but I can't really remember how or who and what. But I do have it on one of those little action Marvel cards from the baseball cards for Marvel, where it's really popular. So, therefore, on the Marvel front for Netflix, you have 4 shows. We have 5 if you really count Jessica Jones, because there's Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, Daredevil, and the Defenders. That makes 5. So, power on Netflix, but I'm not finished. I'm not finished. Not. FX 2017. Professor Xavier's most noted child, because I know for a fact that he has more than one child, but Legion is the most noted one because he's the only offspring of Xavier who's tried to fucking kill him in Executioner Song way back in the 90s. That's when Cable and Strife started having their little issue, or where Strife found out that he was the clone of Cable, etc., etc., but they also tried to blame Cable for the execution of Xavier, but it was actually Legion, his firstborn, or one of his firstborn children, who is named David Haller on this, but I swear in my comic books it is spelled David Haller, Hailer, and unless I'm mispronouncing it, or there was some ink blotches in my comics, Legion also started off as a New Mutant as well. So, just in case you guys don't know, he was the one with the big spiky mohawk. Badass guy. 5 powers and 5 personalities. For those who don't know, Legion is the most noted child of Xavier. I forgot who his mom was, but Xavier is definitely his dad. And he's made many X-Men appearances, but he's never actually stayed in the comics that long. And then they got rid of him doing Executioner Song. I forgot how they stopped him. I can't remember if they killed him or if they locked all his personalities up and put him in a mental institution. It's a long time ago since I've read Executioner Song. But anyway, if you like X-Men, you will love David Haller or Haler in Legion 2017, according to the previews that I've seen on YouTube today. But actually, it was on Facebook before that, but my phone was tripping, so I couldn't watch it, so I had to watch it on YouTube today. So, again, as this random is coming to an end, there's good news in the DC world, there's good news in the Marvel world, there's great news in the movies that are coming, and I have had a blast. Although I've had a really bad day due to children that could not behave and my inability to control my temper, I had to go and go to work. So I'm off tomorrow because I work tonight, baby. So I have all day tomorrow to look at all kinds of new videos and see you guys' comments and try to find my videos of my horrible ass singing that's going to make your ears bleed for my graphic novel. I'm James Williams Jr. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, one more thing. For anybody who's about to give me a job, and you're watching this, and you think that I'm not going to be capable of doing my job that you're hiring me to do because you've watched this random video on YouTube, grow up. This has nothing to do with the job that I am applying for, unless you're trying to give me an acting job and you don't think that I have enough charisma. But if you're not trying to give me an acting job and you're going to give me a civilian sterilizing job, I've been in the military, so it's not much that I can't really handle, but the lifting thing because of my hip. But other than that, if you're looking here to decide that I am not what you're looking for because my outside life is just as pathetic as my working life, then you really need to adjust yourself and grow up a bit, because what we do in our personal lives should never affect our job. And if I had a high-end job where I was working for the president, of course I wouldn't have the stuff that I put up here on YouTube, because I'm in a high-end job where someone may shoot me because I'm working for the president. Unfortunately, a lot of veterans like myself can't get those jobs because they want people who have some bit of intelligence. And in their case, because I can't do math, they probably wouldn't give me the job because they'd be like, oh, well, you did infantry. Infantry. There's no idiots in infantry. We just can't do math. Okay? So in closing, if you're looking and you're deciding, hey, we don't want to give this guy a job because he has a YouTube page and a Facebook and that little ghost thing that he doesn't know how to use. Oh yeah, he has a Kick, so he's trying to get dates. I have the right to live too, don't I? So I have the right to work because Virginia is a Commonwealth state and a work state, which means I have the right to work. It's a right to work state. I don't think that my personal life would ever affect my job. I'm not going to come on here and tell people what's going on in the workplace. Of course, right now I can do that because my cleaning job, no one really gives a crap that I clean toilets. All right? But, hell, if I could become a stand-up comedian overnight, I would do that. The problem is I'm funny looking, I'm not a funny person. So we're going to end this now with this random. Number 2, I want to thank you all for tuning in to Kung Fu Havoc 2. And I want you guys to somewhat forgive me for the Max Headroom hologram thing, because clearly the whole room didn't get it. I mean, you can look and see the door is clearly not blue. I'm the only thing that's blue that's living, and then there's that blue balloon there that's actually a green balloon, and there's my dragon that's like blue, but the white stuff's still on there, like the whole white page. Yeah. So, I mean, clearly I'm not a tech, all right? And clearly my new Mac doesn't really want to cooperate with me either. So there it is. In a nutshell, I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing you.